So you don't feel so well. Maybe you have a cold or some kind of flu, but you want to know, should you still train in the gym or not? The first thing I want you to do is a self-assessment. But before we do that, at the end of the video, I'm going to share with you 2 very quick bonus tips that are going to help you minimize the chances of you getting ill and boost your immunity. So what I want you to do is get down on the floor and do as many push-ups as you can.
2,000 years later.
You can pause the video if you want and do this now, or of course if you're not currently sick, you can do this when you don't feel so well. I want you to see how many push-ups you can get and relate that to what you normally get. So for example, when I was last sick, I did this test. I could only get 4 push-ups. For me, that's terrible. I know I can do way over 20, 30 push-ups, so if I could only get 4 push-ups when I'm not feeling so well, I knew in that moment that I needed to take a rest. If you can do significantly less push-ups than you normally can, then you definitely need to rest. My general advice is if you feel good enough to work out, then work out. It depends of course on your symptoms as well. If you have any symptoms above the neck, so congestion, sinus issues, then you're most likely going to be okay to work out. If you have symptoms below the neck, so you're talking high temperature, fever, body aches, muscle aches, those types of things, then it's a good idea to take a few days off because you're only going to make that worse. I've made this mistake a lot of times before. I don't get sick very often, but when I do, I've tried to push through those workouts and I have successfully pushed through those workouts. But when you work out, you actually lower your immune system, only temporarily. In the long term, you actually boost your immune system, but you push through that workout and then the following days after, you're far more sick than you would have been if you just didn't work out. So sometimes you can, of course, push yourself too far. The other thing is that if you do decide that you want to work out, if you have above the neck symptoms and you feel like you're going to be okay, then what I would recommend you do is actually just lower your volume. So for example, let's say you do 3 full body workouts per week and you do 4 sets of each muscle group in each workout. So 12 sets of chest and every other body part per week. So you would normally do your 4 sets of whatever it is, bench press for instance, just to lower that volume to 2 or 3 sets for that workout. So you're still stimulating the muscle, you're still stimulating muscle growth, but you're making sure your body is able to recover from that workout and fight the sickness that you have also. Which leads me on to my next point, which is I need you to analyse your current training program and how much weekly volume you're actually doing, because a lot of people are overtraining. If you notice that you're getting sick quite often, it's probably because you're doing too much volume in the gym. An average program will have anywhere between 9 and 15 weekly sets per body part. If you look at your program and you have 18 sets, 20 sets and beyond that, there's a very good chance, unless you've been training 10 years or a very long time and you're an advanced lifter, there's a very good chance you're overtraining, and that's why you're noticing you're getting sick more often. If that's the case, you need to lower your weekly volume. You will see much more progress by lowering your volume. Our goal is to stimulate the muscle, not totally annihilate the muscle. If you hit a high volume workout, take a day off, come back and do another high volume workout, your body can't recover, those muscles can't recover. You're creating so much stress in the body, and that is what's causing you to be sick more often. Lowering the volume is a good idea. Obviously, you need to change your program, hire a coach, buy an online program, whatever it is you want to do, you choose to do for yourself. You can't keep hammering the sets over and over and overloading the body. As I promised, the bonus tip, this tip is going to help you not only recover from a sickness quicker, but also prevent you getting sick in the first place. The reason you get sick is because a virus or an infection gets into your body and it starts to fight with your immune system. The only reason that you can't fight that illness or whatever it is because you have a weak immune system, and the weaker the immune system, the longer it takes. So if we boost the immune system, make it stronger, you will either not get that illness or you will fight it off quicker. The way that we do that and what controls the immune system is vitamin D3. I personally, in the winter months, so it depends where you live of course, I take 10,000 IUs every day in the winter months. I live in England, so a lot of the time there's no sunlight. Also, I'm taking vitamin K2 with that. Vitamin K2 helps to absorb the vitamin D3 and make sure it goes to the right places in the body. I'm also taking zinc, vitamin C and elderberry. Those things, along with of course optimal sleep and good nutrition, are going to build your immune system. Now of course, before you start taking things, you should consult with your doctor. There's so many studies you can read yourself as well. I personally don't need to see a doctor. I take my own health very seriously. I take it into my own hands. I don't need a doctor to tell me how much vitamin D3 to take, because most likely they'll tell you something stupid like 1000 IUs, which, just for context, just to give you guys a little bit of extra value, if you spend 20 minutes in the sun, you're going to get around 30,000 IUs of vitamin D. So when I hear doctors recommending things like 1 or 2,000 IUs, it's very stupid in my opinion. I would never do that. But of course, as I always say, listen to your doctor, not me. I'm just telling you what I personally do. If you've enjoyed this video, the video I think you guys are going to love to watch next is how to build a Greek god physique. That Brad Pitt in Troy physique is my personal favourite physique there is. It's lean, it's shredded, you look the best. Girls like you the best when you have this physique. You just feel like a Greek god when you build this type of physique. That video will teach you exactly how to do that.